Good day, madam. My name is NAVIN KUMAR, matrix number 270912. Today I'll be going to present our highway investment project proposal. For this proposal, we choose Vietnam because Vietnam is located in Southeast Asia on the Indo-China Peninsula. The Vietnamese railway network has a total length of 2,600 kilometers, which is 1,600 miles, dominated by the north-south line running between Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City as of 2007. 85% of network passenger volume and 60% of cargo volume was transported along this line. There were 278 stations on the Vietnamese railway network as of 2005, 181 of which were located along the north-south line. The first railways in Vietnam were established in the 1880s, with construction beginning in 1888. With increased economic growth brought on by the Doi Moi reforms of the late 1980s, the railway system has entered a renewed phase of development. A number of major projects supported by official development assistance have been proposed or are currently underway, including a series of projects to improve bridge and railway safety on the north-south railway line. The restoration of a number of defunct lines. Vietnamese railway network is owned and operated by state-owned enterprise Vietnam Railways (VNR), which operates a number of different subsidiaries involved in construction, communication, training, and other activities connected to the railway maintenance.
And hi, my name is FAIRUL. My matrix number is 265549. We talk about the impact of railway system in Vietnam for the community. This project is focused on the mobility of people from Bao Loc to Pleiku. By using the terminal, the community can arrive to the destination with fast speed, and it is the people's daily life. The ability of community to move, make connecting people to other places, and many other opportunities can be achieved. Next, integrating communities can create a fair society and encourage diversity. The workers at Pleiku also can easily access to back home at Bao Loc, and their life can be more stable in rural area, and they can find job at other places like Pleiku, and that increase the job opportunities. The community can easily access to many interesting places or go to tourist attraction area. For the policy, the impact will make the availability of affordable transport service. This can be seen when the project will minimize the distance of the journey. This project was proposed to build a single railway track and use narrow gauge, which is 1,000 diameter rail network that have same diameter with Malaysia narrow gauge. So there is no problem to develop the terminal system in Vietnam. This would significantly cheaper and can minimize the cost of the construction project. The health, through an empirical analysis, the result proved that high-speed trail opening can significantly promote the healthcare environment, and this affect the different in regions with different levels of economic development. Railway terminal ensuring that it has a lower carbon footprint. Railway terminal system also can help to prevent health issues like obesity. Researchers are investigating the population levels health impact of changes in travel patterns resulting from transportation investment and land use pattern or local walkability, and have demonstrated that transportation investment, land use pattern, and access to open space can impact physical activity and obesity prevalence. Next is tourism. Tourism and transportation are closely related to the economic activities which is being used in promoting transportation sector, and it has been seen as contributor to the development of the tourism industry. The local will enjoy the development of many new infrastructure and facilities which form the basis for the growth of new town. The tourists can enjoy the scenery along their journey inside the train. People can use the train to go to the famous tourist attraction along the route, which our rail station at Bao Loc is near to the place, and people can just walk to get there. And last, economic activity. An investment in rail infrastructure may able to promote economic growth in terms of the expansion of output capacity as well as jobs opportunities in industrial sectors such as constructions, equipment, manufacturing, and others. The investment on railway system also may have a positive impact on social welfare through its stimulus effect on household income. Business activity also can be increased. For example, shop, homestay, food court, and others can develop when there is railway system have been developed in the area from Bao Loc to Pleiku. So, the population in the area will also create the demand of the railway service. People can access the train service to go to their workplace if they are working near the area of Bao Loc or Pleiku. That's all. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Natasya, Amirah, BINTI, ALIAS. My matrix number is 275401. Now I will be explaining about the population of Vietnam. Vietnam is the country which is located in the Southeast Asia. The capital of Vietnam is Hanoi, and the largest city of Vietnam is Ho Chi Minh. So this country, it encompasses about 311,699 square kilometers in the Southeast Asia. The population of Vietnam is more than 96 million of people, and this shows that Vietnam is at the rank of 15 compared to other countries. The most interesting part of Vietnam is their ethnic group. The ethnic group in Vietnam is Kin Vietnamese, and also they have other ethnic group. The population of Kin Vietnamese is 85.32%, and the rest of the population in Vietnam is comprises about 14.68%. Next is demographic part. In Vietnam, there are many religions which are Buddhism, Christianity, Taoism, and other unknown religions. The percentage of the Christianity population is 8.5%, Buddhism population is 14.9%, Taoism population is 1.5%, Taoism population is 1.2%, folk population is 45.3%, and other religion is 0.2%. Based on the total population of Vietnam in the year 2019, Ho Chi Minh City is the largest population, and the second highest population is Hanoi City, and the least number of population is Hai Duong City. And according to the population record by Vietnam, the population of Vietnam in the year 2017 was 95 million of people. Then in the 2018, the total population keep on increasing up to 0.95%. And in the year 2019, the total population of Vietnam is 96.4 million of people. And in the year 2020, it shows that the population of Vietnam is 97.3 million of people. So the increment from the year 2019 to the year 2020 is 0.9%. Therefore, since the total population is keep increasing over the year in Vietnam country, it is wise enough for us to build and to invest for the railway project. Vietnam is the suitable country to build railway project because the number of their passenger every year forecasted to be increasing from the current year 2020 to the year 2026. Next, I will explain on Phao Lok and Pleiku population. Phao Lok is one of the cities in Vietnam, and the province of Phao Lok is Lampang. The updated population of Phao Lok is 170,920 with the density of 639.8 km per square. Furthermore, there are 6 types of community area, which it include Lok Tan, Tam Ri, Lok Nga, Thai Lao, and also Lok Chau. The highest community area is at Lok Tan, which it comprises about 20.98 km square, and the smallest community area in Phao Lok is Lok Chau, which comprises about 36.1955 km square. Moreover, the district of Phao Lok covers the area about 229 km square. And the population of Phao Lok, Vietnam, for the year 2020 is 151,915 number of people, including male and female. In Pleiku, Pleiku is one of the city in Vietnam too. It is located in the central highland. Earlier, Pleiku was the people of Bahna and Jarai ethnic group, and they are also known as Montagnat and Degar. Now, Pleiku is comprised of Kin ethnic group. Currently, in the year 2020, the total population of Pleiku is 144,225 people. And next, I will explain about demand for train services in Phao Lok and Pleiku city. Our railway project will including the construction of a transmission line between Phao Lok and Pleiku. This train will get at each destination faster than others because it will travel directly from Phao Lok to Pleiku, and it does not stop at any other station along the way. Aside from that, the population in Phao Lok is keep growing at an annual rate, which it leads to an increase of demand for railway services in this area, and it developed the opportunity to reduce the amount of time spent traveling by using the train. The majority of Vietnam tourists is come from Asian countries such as Malaysia, Indonesia, China, Japan, South Korea, and others. However, the United States, France, and Australia, they also send a significant number of visitors to this region. And according to the statistics compiled by the Vietnam National Administration of Tourism, the number of tourists who travel to Phao Lok, they experienced a rapid rise between the year of 2015 and the year 2020, and it reaching an annual growth rate of approximately 20% on average. Also, Phao Lok is the populous city in Vietnam. It has the sense of a tiny hamlet, and its population can double and can be triple at different times of the year. Hence, all these factors will be contributed to the increasing of railway services demand in Phao Lok city and Pleiku city in Vietnam.
Good day, madam. I am Mr. KUMAR, that is number 27091. Today, we are going to present our railway investment project proposal. For this proposal, we choose Vietnam because Vietnam is located in Southeast Asia on the Indo-China Peninsula. The Vietnamese railway network has a total length of 2,600 kilometers, which is 1,600 miles, completed by the North-South line running between Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh as of 2007. 85% of network passenger volume and 60% of cargo volume was transported along this line. There were 278 stations on the Vietnamese railway network as of 2005, 181 of which were located along the north-south line. The first railways in Vietnam were established in the 1880s, with construction beginning in 1888, with increased economic growth on by the joint reforms of the late 1980s. The railway system has entered a renewed phase of development. A number of major projects supported by official development assistance have been proposed or currently underway, including a series of projects to improve bridge and railway safety on the north-south railway line.
Less maintenance to serve
the restoration of a number of different lines. Vietnamese railway network is owned and operated by state-owned enterprise Vietnam Railways (VNR), which operates a number of different subsidiaries involved in construction, communication, training, and other activities connected to the railway maintenance.
Gauge is really dispersing of the rails
Good day,
on the
madam.
railway track, situated between the internal essence of load-bearing rails. The size of narrow gauge is 1,000 mm. The most size is being utilized by Asian nations in
Southeast Asia on the
Kereta Api Tanah Melayu Berhad,
The Vietnamese railway network has a total length of 2,600 kilometers, which is 1,600 miles, completed by the north-south line,
1,000 mm gauge railway organization. In this way, everything is good to go to foster the PPS in Vietnam, since they are utilizing a similar size of railway train as indicated by Wikipedia. The arrangement of railway trains
on the Vietnamese railway network as of 2005.
Next, I'm going to talk about
which were
concrete
located
sleepers
along
and
the
busted
North South
system.
Line. The first railway
The
in
railway
Vietnam
sleeper is a
established
significant part
in
of
the
busted tracks
1880s,
brought to be
with construction
allocated
beginning in
from rails
1888,
to
with increased
basic
economic
ballast
growth
system support system.
on by the
For sleepers, we are
reforms
utilizing
of the
concrete
late
sleeper systems.
1980s. The
Large
railway
portion
system
of
has
the great
entered
big
a
rail
renewed
trains utilize
phase of
concrete
development.
sleepers
A number of
produced.
major
For
projects
ballast
supported
system,
by official
the
development
great part
assistance
of
have been
lines of
proposed
ETS is made from ballasted system.
currently
In this
underway,
way, as we carry
including
the
a
ETS
series
to
of
Vietnam, then
projects
we
to
bring the
improve bridge and
ballasted
railway
system
safety
on track to
on
Vietnam as
the
well.
North-South
The
Railway
complexity
line.
of ballasted system is lying
The
the ballastment under the railway sleepers can
number
help
of
in
defunded lines.
dimensioning the weight of the ground.
Vietnamese railway network is
The
owned
Pleiku train
and
station
operated by
to the
state-owned
Balok train
enterprise
station.
Vietnam
The railway
Railways
project will
(VNR),
be
which
joining the
operates a number of different
Pleiku train station to
subsidiaries
Balok train
involved
station.
in
The length of
construction,
the train
communication,
is
training, and other
about
activities connected to the railway maintenance.
389 kilometers, and the duration that takes to reach Balok train station from
Good day,
Pleiku
madam.
station
My name
is
is Navid
2
Kumar,
hours and
matrix number
49 minutes as the train
270912.
travels
Today
at
I'm
140
going to
kilometers per
present
speed.
our
Motive power. Our organization plan ETS train to apply the electric power as the principal asset of ability, which is motive power, to guarantee the development of the coaches which showed up at the destination. As indicated by Wikipedia, the electric power gives a lower cost of each mile train activity. In any case, the expense of initial generally high. The expense per mile of development infrastructure is likewise a lot higher, yet electric tracks are more effective during activity. On the grounds, the diesel import costs are significantly higher. For our ETS train, we can utilize pure battery electrical vehicles or battery only electric vehicles, in short form BEVs. The BEVs are not utilizing any motor or connect by power from high energy batteries. They are advanced models utilize a regenerative stop mechanism that can save energy and minimize expenses. Benefits of electric power. As we all know, electric power gives more advantage to the environment than the disadvantages. There are few advantages of utilizing electric power as motive power. First of all, by utilizing electric power, the energy can distribute efficiently to all coaches. The electric power can additionally lessen the power utilization to curb away from voltage hangs, particularly during a blackout or while clearing a reinforcement. Fast and smooth corruption from backup, keeping away from shaking because of train interference, restricting needle peaks in power demand at substitution at some predetermined level, drifting, and organizing train movement. In addition, the utilization of electric power as motive power can also reduce the pollution to the surrounding, such as emission of carbon dioxide. The transportation sector holds one of the largest share of greenhouse gas emission. Apart from that, we can lessen the noise pollution by utilizing electric power. Our company takes serious consideration about the population that living nearby the trackway. The noise and vibration that are generated from steam train will give a bad impact on the residents living nearby the trackway. Additional infrastructures. The first one is Z-type pantograph. Z-type or half pantograph is an equipment that is located on the roof of the electric train to collect the power through an overhead tension wire. It lifts or down based on the wire pressure. That typically a solitary wire is utilized with turning current going through the track. It is typical kind of current collector. Next, I'm going to talk about traction power system. As we probably are aware, the electric train needs a power supply that the train can access consistently. The power supply should be protected, efficient, and easy to use. The power supply can utilize either DC direct current or AC alternating current to move the train, starting with one spot then onto the next place. That's all from me.
For railway terminal, we have come to the conclusion that we will construct a railway terminal by modifying the notion of an airport terminal, which we will developing a ticket counter, luggage card, train information, and also terminal launch. So first, for the ticket counter, there will be a component of two distinct types of ticket counter. First, the design of the ticket counter are derived from the MRT railway station system, with a fuel charge from the airline system. So this is because MRT train station system has the benefit that needed by the passenger. So it will have two types of ticket counter. First is conventional one, where the staff will provide assistance to travelers who want to buy a ticket. The second counter will be a machine counter that includes a simplified version of the button. So they will have an extra staff to present and to assist the individual through the process of using the ticket counter system. The second is luggage card. So we will build a luggage card with the maximum weight of 200 kilos. The purpose of developing the luggage card is to relieve the stress that travelers facing as a result of carrying their heavy luggage. Even in the public restroom, the luggage trolley will have a lock code or password in order to prevent the item from being stolen. So every luggage card will have a lock that installed on it. Third, the facilities that will be implemented in our railway station project is train information. The train schedule will always be regularly updated in real time. Also, the train closest to the terminal will make announcement like 5 more minutes until the next train arrives at the terminal. So this is very important for the passenger because they can get ready for the train by waiting in the standing mood at the train station. People who are older or who don't pay attention to time and place, they will be very satisfied because there is a system that let them know earlier. Last is terminal launch. So for this train station project, we will build a terminal launch for passenger, just like every other airport. Eventually, most train stations they don't have terminal launch, But our strategy is to add more benches and to add more chairs so that people can sit down and have rest. So as part of our project, a terminal lounge will be built at the Power Lock terminal so that travelers can take a break and have relax. We choose to build at the Power Lock terminal instead of somewhere else because it is close to Dalat Liang Kuang Airport. So if a traveler has been on the road for 6 hours or more, they can check in and they can relax in our lounge before continue to the next trip. The comfortable lounge will have a room with air conditioning, free Wi-Fi, shower, coffee, and also buffet level. And we also build a fast food restaurant like KFC, Pizza Hut, Starbucks, and many more for people to enjoy and rest while waiting for their next train station. That's all from me. Thank you. Terminal design, we consider the factor of efficiency, quality, value, and also usability. At the Power Lock station, we will be using a balloon load track. The primary terminal will be in the shape of a rectangle and it will be located in the center of the load. And we also will build a balloon load track that will connect to the staging track load and will change the direction of the train so that the train can depart or be restaged after loading or unloading without the need for the locomotive to be repositioned or to be turned. The train will make a stop at the platform in order to load and unload people, and then it will utilize the load to travel in the opposite direction, eventually returning to the track that circle around the terminal. So the advantage of using a balloon load terminal is that it has a potential to improve the train's operational more smoothness. This is because they have a staging track which it will minimize any issue that can happen such as delay. The railway station structure, it will be designed based on the ground level station. And the main reason the railway station structure will be built based on the ground level station is because the work that is related to the ground level station's construction are much cheaper and have a very basic and have a very simple layout. Hence, this station will be built on the similar level as well as the platform terminal. For railway terminal, we have come to the conclusion that we will construct a railway terminal by modifying the notion of an airport terminal, which we will developing a ticket counter, luggage card, train information, and also terminal launch. So first, for the ticket counter, there will be a component of two distinct types of ticket counter. First, the design of the ticket counter are derived from the MRT railway station system, with a few touch from the airline system. So this is because MRT train station system has the benefit that needed by the passenger. So it will have two types of ticket counter. First is conventional one, where the staff will provide assistance to travelers who want to buy a ticket. The second counter will be a machine counter that includes a simplified version of the button. So they will have an extra staff to present and to assist the individual through the process of using the ticket counter system. The second is luggage cart. So we will build a luggage cart with the maximum weight of 200 kilos. The purpose of developing the luggage cart is to relieve the stress that travelers facing as a result of carrying their heavy luggage. Even in the public restroom, the luggage trolley will have a lock code or password in order to prevent the item from being stolen. So every luggage cart will have a lock that installed on it. Third, the facilities that will be implemented in our railway station project is train information. The train schedule will always be regularly updated in real time. Also, the train closest to the terminal will make announcement like 5 more minutes until the next train arrives at the terminal. So this is very important for the passenger because they can get ready for the train by waiting in the standing mood at the train station. People who are older or who don't pay attention to time and place, they will be very satisfied because there is a system that let them know earlier. Last is terminal launch. So for this train station project, we will build a terminal launch for passenger, just like every other airport. Eventually, most train stations, they don't have terminal launch, but our strategy is to add more benches and to add more chairs so that people can sit down and have rest. So as part of our project, a terminal launch will be built at the Power Lock terminal so that travelers can take a break and have relax. We choose to build at the Power Lock terminal instead of somewhere else because it is close to Dalat Liang Kuang Airport. So if a traveler has been on the road for 6 hours or more, they can check in and they can relax in our lounge before continue to the next trip. The comfortable lounge will have a room with air conditioning, free Wi-Fi, shower, coffee, and also buffet level. And we also build a fast food restaurant like KFC, Pizza Hut, Starbucks, and many more for people to enjoy and rest while waiting for their next train station. That's all from me. Thank you.
Train coach is the most important and crucial in a train station, especially in Vietnam. So this causes our company gives more importance to the construction of train coach for better experience for our passengers. The factors that influences the best train coach made by our company is the type of track used. Our company decides to build double rail track from Bao Loc to Paliko, which has many advantages for our company. Firstly, the cost of building double rail track is considered expensive, but as the distance is to be considered far. Furthermore, the distance from Bao Loc to Paliko is consists approximately 400 kilometers, where the building double rail track for the passengers is easier for them to travel, and our company's main objective is to avoid the passengers from waiting from the train to travel from Bao Loc to Paliko. Next, the rail bed, where the size and spacing of ties determine the thickness of layer ballast. The thickness of ballast is approximately with the bus that operates is 300 millimeters for the stretch between Bao Loc and Paliko. Then the next factor is the track gauge, where our company gives more importance to the track gauge as it is very important and crucial, and it also demands the safety of the passengers travel in our company. The width of the broad gauge from Bawlok to Peliku is estimated to be roughly 1000 mm, which is parallel to the ETS wide train wheel. Last but not least, the state of curve is semi-cubic parabola, which is the span are not curvy, which is more secure and for the train to make the redirection. The electric train service is unusual in that is tailored to the Vietnamese environment and demographic. The train was built as a part of Vietnamese public transportation system to entice tourists from other countries to visit the nation. This has the potential to boost Vietnamese economic growth. The facilities that is available in our train is to comfort the passengers, and most importantly to ensure the safety of the passengers, comfortable seating for the passengers, bistro, wheelchair and ramp accessibility, luggage racks, emergency intercom, washrooms, auto door, LCD monitors, CCTV, free Wi-Fi, power outlet, air conditioner and prayer rooms. In the following couple of decades, rail tag is supposed to confer a fundamental improvement of traffic swing, which is by and large that ought to be obligated over the ongoing establishment. An improvement of limit use should avoid decrease of faithful quality and common sense of transport association. Rail signaling framework are made from a couple of one kind of structure, each has its own inspiration, but the key convenience of overall not completely settled by the interoperability between them. They play a huge work in the control and the executive and the security of rail track, and their openness impact the display of the whole structure. The fundamental job of flagging is to keep plans safely configured by giving sufficient distance to stop the train on the off chance that ought to be an event of disillusionment. CCTV assumes a significant part in the train activity, the executive framework to guarantee the well-being of travelers. The CCTV framework is a mission framework including chains that beginning with the saw condition through the camera and transmission of the workstation, where the directors to show limits. Apart from that, warning signs is the main thing that required in the rail route track. The warning signs is utilized to make the passengers and staff alert about the hazards and to guarantee the well-being of the passengers. Finally, the information system has our company used a developed technology. We decided to use electronic data interchange system for better transmission of information. Electronic data interchange is a process of internal organizational or computer-to-computer exchange of business data in a standard format. This EDI is widely used in the train operation management system, as the demand for EDI in the rail industry is higher and it has a lot of benefits in managing the rail system.
Finally, conclusion. In conclusion, Vietnam has seen an increase in the number of rail projects that are being considered for building in recent years. It is means of transportation that is less expensive in comparison to other vehicles of transportation. Rail transportation is due to its more efficient use of labor compared to other modes of transportation. The rail transport only requires one driver and one guard to convey far more cargo. The railway transport industry in Vietnam, which is one of the most important components of the country's overall economy, has always managed to maintain its leading position in the information trend, and a position that is determined by the feature of the industry itself. Railway information is not only a requirement for the production of railway transportation, but it also has a potential to raise labor productivity, broaden a scope of transport market, improve the level of service provided to passengers and shippers, and encourage the railway industry to engage in more constructive and forward-thinking practices. Thank you.